All right, welcome to your class. Today's practice is going to feel almost like a stretch practice, holding a little bit longer while still working into the lower body and just opening some heaviness in the low back, the hamstrings, etc. You don't need props, but I will say if you have a pillow, a small bolster, or even a towel, at the end of practice, we will have legs up the wall or waterfall pose, and this is helpful to just gently lift the hips. So if you have that, grab that now. Let's begin on our backs. As you arrive on your mat, take a pose that feels comfortable for you. So if the knees bent feel good, or if the legs long is what you need, just tune into the hips, the thighs, the knees, and find what feels best. Begin to soften the eyes and allow your palms to just come by your side, facing up. And as you find stillness in the body, can you begin to just lengthen your breath? Finding a longer inhale and a softer exhale. And taking a few more rounds, continue to soften and lengthen the breath and notice if tension is still rising, and breathe it into the spaces using your exhale, just breathing to soften. If you're holding it into your hips, your low back, your jaw, just find those spaces and allow yourself to melt further into your practice. And we'll start to draw back together. Begin to bring movement back to your feet, your hands. Rock your head and softly bring the eyes, awakening back to the space. We'll begin to bring the knees into our chest with our next inhale. Big toes touch, knees draw apart. Take a breath. Send the tailbone down. Take another deep breath. Finding gentle rocks, you can bring the knees a little closer together. Keep the feet connected, so toes touching, and just massage your low back really softly. Now allow the left foot to draw down. Begin to extend your right leg into the sky. Walk your hands behind your calf or your ankle. Start to flex and point the toes softly with your inhale, so it follows. Nice and slow movement. So instead of just rocking back and forth and pumping, let's take today's practice a little softer, a little slower. Feeling the stretch in the front of the foot, feeling the back of the heel and maybe the calf activate. And instead of pulling your leg closer, allow your shoulders to melt and your hands to become heavy. So less effort. We'll take this final breath, bring the toes towards your face, and again, relaxing those shoulders down. And without pulling, can you send your leg a little closer to your face? Coming back through center, bring that left knee up. So knees begin to touch and then roll over to your left side. So your right leg is on top of your left knee. Your left knee is bent and you're going to find ankle circles, gently keeping your movement soft. Opening the shoulders, allow your right shoulder to open. Gaze can come up or look over your right. Arms can come extended or into a cactus. Find tiny movements still with the foot, wiggling the toes, the ankle. And then soften here. Find stillness for about 3 breaths. Start to bend your right knee, bringing your knees back through center. Hug them in, big toes touch, rock side to side. Draw the right foot down. Begin to extend that left leg up to the sky. Hands come around ankle or calf. Soft bend in knee is okay. And gentle flexes and toe points with your breath. And you might notice one side has a little less range. That's okay. We're not pushing today. Just finding some awakening. Now, gently flex the toes towards the face. Allow those shoulders to become heavier. Without hands, bring that leg a little bit closer. Hands are there just to support. Keep that foot flexed. And let's release. Bring the knees together. We're going to draw over to the right this time. Make sure you have space. I did not cue that. And allow the twist to happen. Arms can extend. Left shoulder drops down. Little tiny movement in the ankle and toes. Take a pause. Soften everything. 3 breaths. And draw back through center, bending that left knee. Drawing through. And then this time again, bring knees to touch. Gentle sways. Toes are touching, massaging, and softening. Coming back through center. Plant the feet down, knees hip width, palms by your side. Relax the shoulders. Begin to inhale into bridge. Softly extend right leg long. Take a breath here, flex into that right foot, and then exhale, draw back through center and lower down. Inhale, bring your bridge back up. Left leg extends. Now it's okay if it doesn't go all the way. Maybe just a baby walk down while you stabilize the hips and then draw your breath back down. We're gonna do 2 more times on each side. So not looking for perfect here, but just stabilizing your hips, extending that leg, pressing, and then finding that release, draw down. Bring it up. Very softly. Let's take one more each side. And then come back to stillness. Knees stay bent. You can take your hands to your thighs. Maybe you start to feel the quads gently fire up, or maybe the glutes, just gentle movement, finding some circulation. And then let's bring it to a seat. Take your time, arrive at the top any which way you'd like, rolling onto one side, coming up. We're going to come into wide fold. So extending your legs apart, feet gently flexed, having a gentle micro bend here in the knees. And you don't want to go so far that you're slumping or going forward. So find comfort where your sit bones are here. Taking a walk forward, gently flexing those feet. We're going to bow down. You can use props again, as always with the practice, but just gently keeping a flex into our feet. Starting here into the stretch, sit bones down, feeling the legs slightly engaged, but also releasing lightly. Now, coming to subtle movement, we're going to point the toes and flex. You can alternate and you can make it tiny movements. So we're not looking for super activation here, but just gently wiggling. And as you continue to softly find that, maybe you can melt a little bit deeper, letting go of tension into the jaw and shoulders. Let's take 3 more breaths. Tiny movement. Finding yourself opening the back of the legs physically, energetically. And take your final breath with a pause in the feet. Slowly walk yourself up. We're going to take a really gentle twist. Right hand towards our left side. You can grab your ankle, your foot, your calf. Left palm is going to flip around to your low back. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It could look like this. It could look like this, but gentle twist, melting without too much effort. So feeling under the right side of the body, maybe the right hip or left hip, just notice what activates for you. We'll take an inhale to release, come back through center. Just find some strength into the core, tall spine. And we're going to move it to the other side. Right palm flips around, left arm reaches to the opposite leg, ankle, and a bow forward. Try to keep that left sit bone down. So if you're rolling only onto the right, you've gone too far. Inhale, bring it to center, and just find stillness. One breath, soft shoulders, breathing up through the ribs, the chest, tall spine. Send that exhale to your sit bones. Walking the legs back through center, taking a little moment if you need it, wiggling, pedaling, twisting. Just notice what you need. We're going to come into down dog, take some gentle movement into the wrists before you hop on, and then bring the palms to the top of the mat, feet come behind. We rise to down dog. Softly lifting heels, bend into the knees, press your chest back. Extend your right leg by pressing that right knee back, sending the heel down. Draw it back to a bend, and left leg. Extend, press it back, heel down. Really soft pedaling here. Let's go a few more times. Keep returning to bent knees and drawing heels low, opposite at a time. Back through center, look forward. We're going to step our right leg in between our hands. Gently start to lift up, walk to the center of your mat, wide fold. You can widen as much as you'd like here. Soft bend into the knees, make sure toes are forward. Bend into the knees, send your tailbone back. Hands can come to mat, or you can walk them forward. Inhale, tall spine, come forward, gently release the pelvis. So walk your hands off the mat forward, keep in that wide stance and go as far as you can while drawing the heels still down. So if you start to lift, you've gone too far. Keep the spine tall, the core gently engaged. Now slowly can you anchor back and forth? You can walk your hands if you'd like, or keep them in one position. We just want to release the pelvis slightly and the low back. So it feels like a very wide down dog, almost into plank. Now walk the hands back. Under the shoulders, start to bend into the right knee and through center and into the left knee. We're not going lower than this, staying high, finding that flow of blood, lymph, all the fluid, giving it some wiggle room to release, to flow. And back through center. We're going to walk ourselves to the top of the mat. Step back into that down dog one more time. Feel the back of the legs, send both heels down this time, chest towards thighs. Take a bend into the knees, look forward, gently roll the knees down to your mat. And land here. We're going to sweep the feet around and come into that last pose, which is going to act a little bit more of a restorative. So grabbing that accessory, that prop if you have, bolster, towel, we're just slipping it under a tailbone. A block could work as well. You don't have to. So I'm going to give you two variations. We're going to slip this under our tailbone, gently come onto our backs. And there's a sweet spot to this. You don't want a huge arch where it's painful, so you might even remove the prop if that's the case. We're just allowing the feet to come on over the hips. What you'll find with the prop is lifting the hips, the tailbone comes under slightly, reducing any tension onto the low back. So even if you have a towel or even a blanket fold it a couple times, that could elevate. Same with a pillow. So we're actually going to close practice with this, holding this a few minutes. If this is uncomfortable or this waterfall effect won't work, you can hop to a wall. Your second variation is scoot to a wall now. Allow the legs to lift, resting on the wall or your couch, or even a chair in a bent position. And we're going to close down the eyes, soften, and breathe. And we'll start to draw ourselves back, first bringing movement to the feet, fingers, toes, rocking head. Now, those on a wall, you're going to have to be very gentle. Start to slide the feet down, bend the knees. Those in waterfall, same thing. We just want to bring it to about a third down. Let the blood flow back. And then taking our time to go a little bit lower. Connecting with your lower body, you can bring warmth back to your legs by rubbing, patting. And then those on a wall, you'll definitely have to bring knees into chest or roll to one side. Same idea if you're in the hanging version. We want to remove props if possible. And then take those feet down to the mat. Have the knees bent and press the feet into the mat slightly just for some anchoring, some rooting back, moving from space, air, element down to earth. Becoming aware of the entire body, but also coming back to those spaces that we entered in the beginning of class with some extra TLC today. We're going to make our way to a seat. Take your time, roll onto one side of the body, fetal position. Inhale and exhale here. And as you arrive at the top, it can be any position. Maybe the legs just want to come forward or stay in a bend. Taking your time to close with practice, hands on heart or Anjali prayer pose, tucking the chin, bowing inward. Thanking your body for all that wisdom it holds. Thanking each other for sharing this space energetically. I thank you for allowing me to guide you in your practice. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day. If this class resonates, comment below, follow along the series, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.